Hi, today I want to talk to you guys about diet. The train of thought is that, at least for me, that's been taught to me is high complex carbohydrates, high protein, and almost no fat, especially saturated fat. And over the years, that's what I practiced. And even when, I train young athletes boxing, and they got to make weight and different things. So um, I needed to find ways for them to do it healthy because some of these kids are still growing. So I have to take those things into consideration. Either move them up a weight class if they could run a little bit more and cut some of the weight. That's great. So those were the things I had to take in consideration. And for me, I thought I was doing great with the diet I was on, and but I noticed that I was always hungry, and if I ate a full plate of food with brown rice, fish, and a side of vegetables, I was still starving, like I was about to die, and I wouldn't be happy and then I tried to eat more food, and that still wouldn't work. A few minutes later, I wanted to eat. Once I ate a cookie, well, I would say a pack of cookies, or maybe half a pack of cookies, or 10 cookies, 4 cookies, whatever it was, or some kind of sweet. Then I would feel satisfied. My body was craving fat. I didn't even know it. So I looked at my fruit. One day I was eating these nuts, raw cashews, and I've always looked at the label on all of them, but I never really. It didn't dawn on me until that moment where I looked at it and it said 25% fat. It's always said it, but for some reason I'm looking at it a little differently today. And I say 25%, 15% of that, 15% fat is saturated, and only 3% carbohydrates. And this is a bag of cashews, raw cashews. Um, at the time, I had that bag of raw cashews and almonds, and I looked at the list of the almonds, and nothing was different except for the carbohydrates was 2%. So I say, you know what? Let me research the fruits and the vegetables that I use because I juice a lot of fruits and vegetables, make fruit smoothies and things like that. And there was like 3% carbohydrates in almost everything. 3, 4%. The highest one that I use, which is blueberries, was 7%. And it just it dawned on me at that time that if my foods had that low amount of carbohydrates, maybe I should be eating portions similar to that. So I started eating like I stopped eating all the breads, all the rice and stuff. I eat fish. Or drink my vegetable juice that was sweet with the fruits. It had I ate chicken, which has maybe 1% carbohydrate, um, and cheese and things like that. Um, that I had around just and almost immediately I lost my craving. I wasn't hungry like crazy hungry. Um, and I noticed that when I started sleeping, my acid reflux, I didn't have acid, I wasn't vomiting acid in the middle of the night anymore. And I started dropping the weight. So I did some research online and looked up some things, and it was then I said, because I was feeling better and I wanted to improve more. I came across things like the Atkins diet and some of the other ones, but the Atkins was a big one that was similar to what I was doing, except they didn't include vegetables. So, you know, but I didn't really want to get all complex because I realized that the simpler the better. I have a busy lifestyle, so um, I don't want to spend several hours in the kitchen or counting calories and carbs and things like that. I just want to eat, be satisfied, do my work, take care of my family, and make YouTube videos. But all seriousness aside, it with all the jokes aside, I mean, the research came up that carbohydrates turn into sugar, all of it. And sugar spikes insulin. Insulin is the only hormone in the body to regulate sugar, and it regulates it by storing it in the fat cells. The brain uses sugar, and the liver uses some sugar. Well, the liver processes sugar, and sugar is stored in the muscles because the muscles feed off it in the form of glycogen. So, but the body also makes sugar from protein if it needs to, and protein still spikes insulin a little bit. But the kicker for me was that our brain is made of fat, liver is made of fat, and things like that. Our hormones are made of cholesterol and all the fats that that I haven't been eating. So I was craving it, and the only way I was going to get it was through the cookies and stuff like that. And since adding the eggs, the whole eggs, drinking milk, I added cheese, mozzarella cheese, because I like that. Cottage cheese, I like that. Whole milks and things like that. I haven't craved sugar like that. I still eat cake. If I just had a birthday party for one of my my kids, and I ate a slice of cake. If I go to an event, I can eat a cookie, a couple. I eat it, but I don't need it. I don't feel like I need to eat more. I eat it, and I still socialize with my friends and family over food, but I don't need it as much. So if you guys, some of you guys are having issues with diet, where you're craving and you're gaining too much weight and you're craving sugar and things like that, or you have a sweet tooth, consider switching your diet to, or you have type 2 diabetes. Hopefully you're not on insulin shots yet, but if you are, talk to your doctor and look up other videos online. There are lots of them concerning diet, high fat, high protein diet, and see if it can work for you. I do not recommend juicing your fruits. It's always best to blend them or eat them whole, because the fiber slows down that process, that absorption process, and that's more beneficial than juicing it. But juice your vegetables to get out the fiber your body can't use, or you could blend those too for the fiber to clean your intestines and stuff like that. But whatever you do, consider that work. Make sure it works for you. What worked for me may not work for you, but at least it gives you something to think about. If you like this video, subscribe, put a comment below, ask questions that you may want me to answer, that I may already have some information or experience with, and I'll do my best to answer those questions. So again, thanks for watching my video, and hopefully this helps you.